everybody, it's me, Tokkuri Yashi. How's everybody doing? Hope you are well. Today we're going to be having a look at the doggo trio, the summer Kaori, Maho and Makoto, who have been given the unique equipment twos. Now as we can see here, they all feature in this story event, Maho Kingdom, Dog Days in Maho Kingdom. This is where you can grind out the free-to-play summer Kaori. She is a free-to-play character. This story event has been here for a long time, permanently, for you to be able to do that. The other two, however, are limited characters. And quickly, we will jump over here because we have got our Fair Summer Returns banner, which does feature Maho and Makoto, as well as the Summer Ruka and the Summer Hatsune. If you want to be summoning on this banner, here till the 31st. Probably not really worth summoning on, but we're still going to have a look at the characters today to see what they do. A lot of them are very niche use, if use at all. So we're going to start today with Summer Kaori. So if we can find my Summer Kaori here, free to play character, I am trying to grind her out. Was a little bit late to start, trying to get her to at least 3-star, and then with her unique 1 and 2 on. Today we're going to be having a look here at the unique equipment 2, which for this Summer Kaori raises her physical attack, physical defense and magical defense. And as we know, it also improves her skill 2. So let's jump over there and have a look at her skill 2 and what that has given her. So here we have Summer Kaori. She is a free-to-play character on the water team, a AoE physical DPS character. She does have a little bit of what might have once been PvP kit in there with a knockback and a stun. That you can probably ignore today. I don't think it's going to be doing much anywhere. But her skill 2, as we can see here, this is her skill 2 with her unique equipment 2 added. Anything in red has been buffed or changed with the unique equipment 2. It is a action speed buffing skill. So her skill 2, Ryukyu Dog Song. Bow 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 bow. Bow 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 bow. There we go, that's the dog song. Changes the attack speed of friendly targets within 300 range to 155 times. Now that's not quite as big as Winter Uni on the water team, but if you don't have Winter Uni, then this will be very handy to have, as well as it being buffed to 155 times from the 135 times before. It's also gone up to 18-second duration as opposed to the 12-second duration before the unique equipment. Hopefully this means it will be up permanently without having to go down again. It gives it a much better chance of that. The other attack speed buffer on the Wind team is the Summer Hiyori. Now that kind of gives us, if you don't have the Winter Uni, who is obviously the best out of the 3, Summer Hiyori will be for single target, and this Summer Kaori will be then potentially more useful in AoE multi-target physical teams. Raises the physical attack of self as well on this skill. That has been buffed to nearly 11,000 for 180 seconds. Before, it was about 6,280 for 12 seconds. So there's a bit of a damage buff gone there, and it's also a permanent buff. Now that is a very good upgrade to be stacking the physical attack to self. On top of that, she has been given a physical crit damage to self, 6% again for 180 seconds, permanently stacking this and restoring 150 TP to self. This, I think, is an excellent buff here for this Summer Kaori, and I'm going to say it right now, I think she has got the best out of all of the 3 characters that we're looking at today with the unique equipment 2s, which is, I may think, a little bit surprising for the free-to-play character. She is very, very, very handy to have, as we've already spoken about the attack speed buff she gives. If you don't not have Winter Uni, even if you do have Winter Uni, she will still be very handy to have. She has been used to clear for 10 Deep Quest for Water. If you're struggling on that, definitely get her for that. And as well, The elephant in the room, which you haven't seen because it's so big, is this month's Clown Battle. Boss 5, water teams only. Very toxic, it seems to be. People are freaking out about it, but this summer Kaori is used in some teams for that. Very handy to have, so if you do not have her ground out yet, maybe a little bit late, but get grinding her out. This is a character, a free-to-play character that you want on your water teams. Get doing it. I've been trying to do it, at least trying to get it to 3-star with both the unique equipments on here. So, very, very, very good free-to-play summer Kaori. Let's go and look at the two limited characters, Makoto and Maho. So here we have the summer Makoto. She is also on the water team and a single target physical DPS character with, as most Makotos are, physical defense down as well. Here is her unique equipment 2, which boosts her physical attack, hit points, physical defense and magical defense. On top of that, it will update her skill 2. So let's jump over and have a look at her skill 2. Blue Howling. Again, everything in red is added or updated from before the unique equipment 2 was added. So first of all, he raises the physical attack of self. The amount, well actually the duration of this, depends on whether the nearest enemy target is alone. So I guess if you're fighting a single boss, then it counts as them being alone. If you're in PvP, if you're in a battle stadium or something and you're fighting 5 mobs, then they won't be alone. Very wolf behavior here. If the opponent is in the head, maybe she'll jump in for a little bit of a nibble. Once you're on your own, bam, there you go, she jumps in for the kill. Anyway, this has been, the self physical attack buff has been increased from before. Before it was only 3,104, now it's 12,560. If the opponent is alone, however, did I get around to saying this? It will be a 180-second buff, a permanent buff. If you are fighting a single target, they are on their own. On top of that, quite a bit has been added. Again, the same conditions apply. If the opponent is on their own, it is a permanent buff for this physical crit damage to self, 9% either. Like I said, permanently if the opponent is on their own. If they're fighting multiple targets, multiple opponents, it's only for 12 seconds. On top of that, she also raises her TP by 150. Very nice little buffs to be having here. It's going to help out a little bit, I imagine, making it a little bit more of a viable option. She will be pretty good for physical defense down on a water physical team, especially if you don't have Winter Chloe, who is another character that can do that. She might be a little bit better than Winter Chloe at doing that, but as nice as this unique equipment 2 is for her, I don't think it has given her the edge. She's not going to be easy number 1 pick. Not seen it, although it is very early days. I've not seen her being put into any deep quest teams yet or used for this next clan battle. Possibly change. Like I said, it is very early days, but she would just be a very nice option to have if on your water team is a little bit lacking and you happen to have already had her. I wouldn't really suggest pulling for her right now, especially we're going into August with a lot of stuff coming up. So there we go, that is the summer Makoto. So let's jump over and have a look at the Maho. So here we have summer Maho, who is actually on the fire team. Above for the fire team, magical fire team. She does have a 4 instance damage union base, which could be quite interesting in the right circumstances. But here is her unique equipment 2, which raises her magical attack, magical defense and physical defense. As we all know, it also updates her skill 2. So this is Summer Maho skill 2, Maho Summer Blossom. It now, with the unique equipment 2, deals 162,000 magical damage to 1 random enemy. Now this is up from about 108,000 magical damage, so there's a bit of a damage buff here with the unique equipment 2. And then a lot of stuff has been added, because before her skill 2 was basically just that. she now has reduced magical defense to the target of this skill by 252 for 18 seconds. This is a very nice thing to be added to her. A little bit of magical defense down will never go amiss. A good option for magical defense down then on the fire magic team, which, as I was going to get to, is pretty rubbish at the moment. So any help is welcome. She also raises the magical crit rate of self by 150 for 18 seconds, raises the magical attack of self by 26,690 for 18 seconds, and her magical crit damage by 25% for 18 seconds. A little bit of the wrong order there, but as you can see, she buffs her own attack, lowers the opponent's magical defense, and then does a bit of damage with this skill. Like I said, if you take it in hand with a union based, which is a 4 damage instance attack, it could be quite interesting. So there we go, Maho, Summer Maho. I think definitely a buff for the fire magical team. Nice magical defense down. Again, it is very early days. I have not seen her put in any deep quest teams. Again, for clan battle, I think if we're going to go for fire teams, it's probably a physical team that we will be using, unless it is a multi-target boss. And even though this Maho is not strictly a multi-target character, could be handy with bosses which does have multiple nodes. So again, I don't think she is a top priority to be pulling right now. As I said, especially as we are just about to go into August with some more summer units, the pre-fest at the end of the month, and this raid that we have also had announced for us. Maybe that imagery, if you have seen it, gives us a bit of a clue who or some of the options for the pre-fest character at the end of the month. On top of that, we've got a water abyssal battle coming in August, so this Maho is not going to help you with that. You maybe are better off focusing on water characters at the moment. I still think that potentially at the moment, if you really want to pull at the moment, Summer Riri for that water team is probably the highest priority, but we don't know what's coming next, and that might also be very handy to have. So there we go, that's Summer Maho. What do we think of all of these 3 characters? So there we have it. Definitely Summer Kaori, the free-to-play one out of the bunch, is the best out of the 3, I think. If you don't have her yet, get her ground out. If you don't have her ground out very highly, get it grinding out some more shards for her. She will definitely come in very handy over the next couple of months. Immediately too, which will be, hopefully you can have her ready for clan battle if you really want to be beating or fighting that boss 5 in clan battle. It's also going to help you out with 410 in deep quest, water deep quest, if and when you finally get there. So there we go, let me know what you think of these 3 characters with their unique equipment 2s. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Tokkuri Yashi, and I'll see you all again for another video. Bye 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 bye. Hey hey.